Hi guys, I'm Thef and you're watching the Megabyte for Monday the 14th of October 2013. Apologies for the lack of content that's been on the channel for the past week or so. We've been taking something of a hiatus, DM's been away, Anaconda's been back in the lab, Mattersport's been back at university, and I've been furiously job hunting, so we've taken a bit of time off to let everyone acclimatise or return, as the case may be. Hopefully we'll have a new daily scroll out for you tomorrow. We'll have some more Mattersport being hunted at some point soon. The Saturday Night Source will return, and looking very much forward to the starting up of the Toilet Treasures podcast, wherein all of us sit round a table and shout about video games and other such things for an hour or so. It should be a lot of fun. The new Sisters Battle Codex has come out, and yay, new Sisters Battle Codex. We've been waiting for this for God knows how long now. You know, I know it got like a White Dwarf re-release a couple of months, years, however long ago it was, but the problem is, the new Sisters Battle Codex is no different from the supplements that have been released, i.e. Yandon, Farsight Enclaves, those kind of things. What the fuck, guys? Come on, Sisters Battle have been around. They're one of the longest standing armies in 40k. Like, they've been around forever. When I started playing 3rd Ed, they had a list in the 3rd Ed rulebook. Not many armies got that. I know the range expanded massively, and I know that, you know, Sisters got a release in the form of Witch Hunters in their own codex under 3rd Ed. But seriously, guys, a digital-only download? Now, this bugs me on several levels because, for one thing, Games Workshop have had a reasonably worrying trend, especially in 40k recently, of using male-specific terms in rulebooks and codices, that kind of thing. I think they're actually doing it deliberately to be sexist, I really don't, but I do think that they need calling out on it, because this is a dystopian future, yeah, everything else, but there are a lot of girls that I know that play 40k. You know, Anaconda's one of them. I go to Games Workshop, I'm playing in a campaign right now every Thursday night that has several girls playing in it. And it must be moderately disheartening to read their rulebook and, you know, a player commands his army. When 5th Ed, 5th edition rulebook and codices, it was gender neutral terms. A player commands their army. Why the switch, guys? Why now? You know, combine that with things like removing all the female parts from the new Dire Avengers kit for the Eldar. Why was that needed? I know, okay, cut the cost of the kit and everything, but you didn't. You gave us half as many miniatures for more than double the price per miniature. That's not cool. Then, you know, you take into account the fact that amongst the hardback releases for 6th Ed 40k, the new codices that have come out, there are 2 female special characters. That's right, 2. One of them is the Mask of Slaanesh, who is a horrible incident of battered wife syndrome, because one time she offended Slaanesh, the Chaos God, and has now been cursed to dance forever because of it. The other one is Commander Shadowsun for the Tau. Now, Shadowsun is a very cool character in my opinion. I like her a lot. And yeah, it proves that you can have a nice, effective female character in the 41st millennium. But we already had them. We had an entire army of them called the Sisters of Battle. You know, they were on a par with most other armies with the effectiveness of their basic infantry. They were power armoured warrior women, and they were a lot of fun. Now, you know, people are saying, oh, well, Games Workshop's appealing to its core demographic, which is teenage to middle-aged men. Yeah, fuck that. Okay, when I was a teenager, part of the reason I played Sisters of Battle was because it was an army that had tits. And then I grew to respect it as a very effective fighting force on the battlefield under the Witch Hunters Codex. And yes, I was a shallow 13-year-old. But they've got, you know, come on guys, you've got to realise that there is more to the hobby than just pandering to teenage boys. Yeah, I can understand the raising of the price of miniatures, that kind of thing, is just a series of bad business decisions, and everyone makes them. I mean, look at Apple in the late 80s, you know? and look at where they are now. But come on, you guys are the main providers of one of the few hobbies that's actually competing with video games for kids' attention these days. And what are you telling them? That women have no place on the battlefield to the 41st millennium? That Sisters of Battle are such a niche army that they don't deserve their own codex release? That's really fucked up. Now again, I don't want to accuse Games Workshop of sexism. I really don't. I don't believe that they've done any of this maliciously. We're gonna fuck over the women. Women aren't worth in our stores. We'll price everyone out, and they can go first. I honestly don't think that's the mentality we're dealing with. But what I am worried about is the message it sends. Because whether they mean it or not, they've basically said that one of their longest standing armies, an army full of powerful, independent women, is not worth their time, other than as a digital download. No big special edition codex release, which would have been fucking beautiful. The imagery of the Sisters of Battle is some of the best out there. You look at all those amazing old John Blanche paintings, you look at the iconography from the Witch Hunters Codex, all the artwork that was in the goddamn 3rd edition rulebook, all of that amazing source material. And you're giving us a digital booklet. Yeah, okay, it'll be a pretty digital booklet, but I wanted my hardback Sisters Codex to go with my hardback Tau Codex and my hardback Eldar Codex. Why don't the Sisters deserve that? Especially as an army that's been around since pretty much the start. Seriously guys, shape the fuck up, because whether you mean it or not, you're sending the wrong message to your fans. Anyway, on that slightly depressing note, I've been Thef, hopefully I still will be on Wednesday. Freya, stop drinking for a minute, that's a good girl. Oh.